The US Supreme Court's invalidation of abortion rights has led to fears that other gains could also be rolled back, including for LGBTQ people. Efforts are already underway in various states. In Florida, new restrictions that critics call the Don't Say Gay law takes effect in schools today. DW correspondent Ines Pohl travelled to Florida to speak with parents and teachers there.
It's a move that has drawn criticism across the country. The Don't Say Gay bill means public school teachers in Florida can't talk about sexual orientation or gender identity until the third grade. Rebecca Ricks is in favor of the law. The mother of two is a teacher herself and a Moms for America activist.
We're talking, 7, 8, 9-year-olds. If a parent at home wants to discuss that, that is fine. I think that's the point. You as a parent are responsible for your child.
I asked if queer teachers should be open about their sexuality.
I don't think it would be necessarily something that they need to share. Be professional, keep your home life home.
Brendan Wolf from the organization Equality Florida disagrees.
We could talk about, the implications of the bill directly, like a kid in second grade who's got two moms or two dads. Are they welcome to share their family during the family tree project anymore? And what will the effect be? Well, the effect will be isolating LGBTQ kids.
The plight of the LGBTQ community in Florida resonates with many in Washington, D.C. The capital's famous Barbie pond has taken a clear stand. Many here fear that the Supreme Court will soon restrict gay rights across the whole country.
We're on a slippery slope that's taking us backwards in time on the rights that we've fought so hard to get.
It would be difficult to live our lives as, LGBTQ people. That's my concern and my fear.
The future of LGBTQ rights in the United States face an uncertain road ahead.
So restricting freedom of speech, I guess you could say, restricting what we can say and how we can react to certain situations. Let's talk to Ines about her report. She's our Washington bureau chief. Ines, Florida has already banned sex education until the 5th grade. Do they need another law focusing this time on LGBTQ issues?
It's a good question, Ben. There indeed is already a law in place which basically says that classroom education about sexual orientation and gender identity shouldn't start at an early age and that parents should have the final say. So that's exactly what critics say regarding this law, that it tries to fix a problem which basically doesn't even exist.
I find this very interesting because my sister is a teacher and one of her students she was a girl, wanted to become a boy. She received so much support at a school level, which her parents were so indebted to. They said to my sister that they were so grateful that they helped their kid get through school. And now they want to pull teachers out of the equation.
Yeah, and that's the problem, Ben. It's great that these parents were supported, but think about a kid who is kind of not clear about his or her or their gender identity and comes from a very conservative or religious family background. Then a school could be a place where this kid gets support. But with this law, it's really very, very difficult for teachers like your sister to support these kids.
Yeah. So tell me, is this law going to help kids in some way?
No, as we just discussed, this law is not made really to help kids, and definitely not kids who, again, come from family backgrounds who are not in support of LGBTQ rights. So this only helps politicians who think that they gain votes in a conservative kind of constituency, and this is not helping children whatsoever.
Is Florida an exceptional case here?
It's actually not. Many states already have banned sex education until 5th grade, just as Florida itself. And there are like 20 other states who have similar laws in place or considering legislations that mimics the Florida, like, for example, Texas.
Ines, could you give us an idea of where all of this is going? hush-hush on discussing our bodies, our sexuality, pretty elemental things, but very important things for our lives, for our health, for our well-being. The Supreme Court ruling ending the right to abortion.
Yeah, we just experienced really a major shift here in this country. I mean, and the gay community is really on high alert. As we just heard in this piece, Ben, you know, after ending the national protection of abortion rights, we know it as the Roe versus Wade case, Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas said immediately that landmark high court rulings that established gay rights and contraception actually as well, that they should be reconsidered now that the federal right to abortion has been revoked. So we do have to expect many more changes here in the course of the next years.
Just when you thought life was getting a little easier, things change ever so quickly. Ines Pohl in Washington, thank you very much for your analysis and your reporting.